I am Karen Colville. I'm an artist and also a developing spokesperson on sustainability and towards permaculture. And I also write and report independent on the subject matter of transitioning from peak oil to renewable forms of agri-energy. So this is my green tip of the day. It's a 2011 dust calendar with 365 tips for sustainable living. So as every day goes by, I'll be sharing some of these eco-friendly ideas and tips for living sustainably. So transitioning from peak oil is a serious subject matter, and renewable forms of agri-energy is in development, as many of us are fully aware. So it is not all a doom and gloom scenario. So the title of this, I'm not going by a teleprompter here, I'm going by my actual physical article. Transitioning from peak oil to renewable forms of agri-energy, a seed of change, Canada and UAE, about our vision and working relations. Peak oil has been on my mind on a daily basis for some time, yet it is rarely addressed in the mainstream media with few immediate solutions and is not overnight. And not worth losing any sleep and a few neuron cell firings here and there from thinking too hard, nor reinventing the wheel has been done. Only watching the pumps soaring prices on a daily basis and oil spills from major companies are serious major catastrophes. An estimated $272 million cleanup. There are assurances of high-tech devices in place that help with the industry of processing oil and the cleanup. But my blog is not focused on present-day oil as it is on the development of alternative energy solutions into mainstream and now and in the future, with transition as being the first step to long-term solutions with action. This is very complicated and political or geopolitical subject matter, and there are many books on the topic of peak oil and the environment that I have no official status of expertise. My book Sustainability with a State of Grace is a guide to solutions in helping people transition as myself, however independent, and not here to flog my book, as it needs further development with investment, and no solutions will vary for many people. It is more about working with what you have, and realizing many people may be required to change and deciding what is affordable to your way of life and adapting to the changes with decisions made. And that is working in partnerships with some people and also working on an independent level. Well, every day I look within for guidance. What's the next step? And is there a long-term solution? This past year, inspired, motivated, and moved greatly by Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan of Abu Dhabi this past year, I discovered the Masdar Corporation and the World Futures Energy Summit in my research. The largest concentrated solar plant, CSP plant in the Middle East, is to be built in Madinat Zayed, approximately 120 kilometers, 75 miles southwest of Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates, UAE. When it becomes operational in 2012, the plant, dubbed Shams 1, will feature some 6,300,000 square feet of solar parabolic collectors, cover 741 acres of desert, and will produce enough electricity to power 62,000 households. That's this out of Gizmag as a source. Sheikh Mohammed of Abu Dhabi has suggested himself that consumers need to get off fossil fuel consumption. Well, I see Sheikh Mohammed as a visionary and Sheikh Zayed's legacy as a continue. Sheikh Zayed's words, the founder of the UAE, which is now passed, they used to say agriculture has no future. But with God's blessing and our determination, we have succeeded in transforming the desert into a green land. Industrial hemp growth and production as a food security source and for biofuels development in alternative renewables and in textiles and increasing sustainable education, better communication, waste management programs, and improving laws and environmental laws. In a chance meeting with Sheikh Mohammed of Abu Dhabi, the highlight of my year, 2010, and the Zayed Mosque, Sheikh Zayed, founder of the UAE, is very inspirational. His words of wisdom hold true. I reflect peacefully on 2010, on a healthier path of personal recovery and professional career development toward entrepreneurship, never giving up. After my house of cards tumbled down again, formerly representing the wrong choices of industry, to build a healthy long-term career, and as an amazing year of transformation with creativity, a transition, the first step of understanding to better abilities of my artwork as a vision that led to an incredible journey while creating art for an opportunity to exhibit art in the UAE, my fine eco-tribute portrait of Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan is at the UAE Embassy in Ottawa to start a visionary portrait and coming up with solutions at my own pace with others, not only applying to my own situation of developmental transition toward permaculture, but also to helping people and the planet has been my area of focus for many weeks now. My visit to the UAE is life-changing as a part of my journey. Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan is the only sheikh to my knowledge that does not think of immediate profits and understands the impact of peak oil. As a vision, he sees the bigger picture in sustaining the planet with permaculture, agriculture, and advanced solutions, a utilization and development of all resources that better the planet as energy resource. What does Canada and the UAE have in common, other than diplomatic relations that have soured this past year over plane landing rights and oil deals gone astray? People, planet, and perspective. Both are global places with cultural diversity as asset in its people and are very advanced, secure societies. Canada is the white desert, of snow mostly, for 6 months, with a rich heritage in natural resources, economic stability, with oil and banking and foreign investment. We both deal with major commodities in our countries, economics as resources that are raw materials from nature, extreme temperatures. Yes, mind you, the lumber industry and our fisheries industry is pretty well kaput, but other than that, on the bright side, the raw materials that do exist, and we are exposed to extreme temperatures and see a future as a legacy in preserving our resources, a future with abundance as legacy. The UAE is the same, with a rich history from hardship to prosperity and a legacy and a great vision for the future with great leadership. Worldwide, both countries have their challenges as promises, and of course with all of the other countries in the world. I'd also like to see as a visionary industrial hemp restored and developed, reintroduced on a healthy mass scale with support and cooperation of both countries, governments, and grown along with other food sources as a form of agri-food security and in forms of shelter as hemp housing, transportation with hemp construction on a commercial level in the UAE, taken in furthering development with Canada and the UAE as international partners, new advanced technologies and greening naturally, the desert and our land of Canada with solar and thermal controlled greenhouses and growing naturally with the development of industrial hemp farm fuels as a part of the solution, with a bigger picture in water desalination and permaculture, self-sustaining systems on a cooperative level in business, industry, and in homes. Many other advancing emergency energy technologies on the mainstream market. And our governments to cooperate on an international level to better solutions for long-term security with people and profits, working together with humanity, planetary inhabitants, including the animal kingdom, and planets our environment as healthy, cleaner, and safe for everyone all over the world. This is one major task, and building with efficiency and self-sufficiency, while governments may make improvements to their sustainable planning and rebuilding of infrastructure, making things work effective with decision and better plans of action with government interaction with its own people. And in the future, the elitists need to be reminded now of the impact of what they are doing, and natural resources are not exclusive as meant for the highest income brackets, that natural wealth be with all of our planet's inhabitants. Sadly, I am unable to attend the WFES in January 2011 in Abu Dhabi officially in person with my partner nonprofit, as international laws are different in matters of environment, industrial hemp growth, and farming, and now interested in the agricultural conference in Abu Dhabi in March 2011, will need further support in mentoring and development towards solutions and planning a new business paradigm in building investment opportunity that is secure and long-term. I do need monetary or donated investment in support of the projects that I have initiated and with partnerships in mind for development with nonprofits that will ensure a long-term security and secure, stable, and independent future as a legacy, not only for ourselves, but to pass on to future generations. My contact info is Karen Colville, info@KarenColvilleArt.org, and my site is www.KarenColvilleArt.org if you'd like to take a look at my art. And some of it, the most recent art, is with an eco incentive made from recycled materials, so I hope you will enjoy that as you will enjoy my updates. A happy and healthy, prosperous new year 2011 and beyond. Cheers.
حبك ساكن دايب فيا ومدوب قلبي بحنية، شوفي بنظراتي وعيني شوفيها حنان، اسمك لو يخطر عبالي حس بحالي ناسي حالي، أغلى منك ما في غالي يا أجمل إنسان. حبك ساكن دايب فيا ومدوب قلبي بحنية، شوفي بنظراتي وعيني شوفيها حنان،